Lex Lethal.
That's me.
Right here, man. You just freaking killed it out there, man. In Black Lung Society, this show, and and then you had your hit with ASIC, and he wasn't even here, but he killed it. That's what I messaged him saying. He wasn't even here, but like on the track and stuff, you know. And what are some of the other songs that you played? That you had a couple of unreleased hits.
Yeah, so ASIC actually just hit me up too, and he was like, yo, you killed it, bro. Like, he loved the set, so every video that you sent him, that was super dope. He liked that a lot.
Yeah.
But also, I performed a couple other unreleased tracks. One of them it was actually one of the first tracks I've ever recorded in my life. It's called Self-Worth. I recorded it with my ex-music partner. His name's Jersey Luciano. I hope he sees this, honestly. I hope he's doing good still. I told him this on stage, you know, our relationship kind of just came to an end over nothing, and it's like, you know, what do you do? But we move on and we live as people, and, you know, I still hope that he's doing good. One day I hope that he reaches back out to me. Maybe we can do something musically, you know. So I performed that track. I left his open verse to just listen for the crowd. And then, let's see, one of my other ones was, let's see, crowd. From quite a few new stuff. I just recorded that one with A6, and then he recorded another track for me called
Sweet.
Fuck. Hold on, let my phone restart, and I'll show you. I'll tell you guys what that song is called.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
You want to introduce him?
Yeah, this is my boy Young Loser though. Me and him, we've been doing a lot musically lately.
Yeah.
He's very freaking talented.
He killed it tonight too, by the way.
Hey, I appreciate that.
This man had a set of his own. Hey, always, bro. Every time, bro. Hey, you already know Young Loser. That's spelled with the $ is the S, all right? No spaces, all caps. Get at this man on all platforms, bro, because he's dope.
Correction,
Yes.
not all caps, all lowercase.
Oh,
All lowercase.
All
My apologies,
lowercase,
my apologies.
S is a $ and no spaces.
Does that matter when you're like typing it in like lowercase and uppercase? Like I never know. It probably depends on the platform, right?
Yeah, it
Some
honestly
of them are a
depends
little
on the
picky.
platform. Some,
Yeah.
but you know me, the one and only Young Loser.
that's
Get at
what I'm
me.
saying.
You know,
Yeah,
it's always something with me. So stay tuned, you know, because I got hella shit coming out.
Well, you guys are both really natural up there on the stage. Okay, now I'm going to ask you both about your names, but Young Loser, how did you decide on that? What's the story there, man?
Honestly, like, throughout my entire life wasn't the most popular, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people feel that way as well. So instead of like trying to be like, oh, like, fuck you, call me loser, like, I embrace that shit, you know?
Yes.
Like, Young Loser, that's me.
Like
Get
that.
at me, motherfuckers, because I ain't finna stop. Like, this shit's finna hit the top, like, no cap. This shit's for real.
Yeah, so like you're not being pretentious or anything. You're just putting yourself out there. You're just like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to be myself. If you want to call me a loser, you can call me a loser. And I'll just embrace that because I just am who I am, right?
Straight
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
Straight
Love
up.
that.
Now, a
right
name
there.
like Lex Lethal, you're kind of making a making a statement there, Lex Lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get that name?
So it's kind of a crazy story, bro. I'm gonna be real. I was chilling with my boy, that same music partner I was just talking about. We was chilling. He was
Yeah.
in my truck, and we was getting pretty high, and we were writing music, and we were stoned as hell. And
Yeah.
you know, I was like, dude, I'm a villain in this rap. That's just what I told him. I looked over at him. I was like, I'm a villain in this rap game, bro. Like, straight up. And he's like, yo, like some Lex Luthor. Like, he's like, you're like Lex Luthor. And I was like, yo. And then I was writing a song currently that I said, I'm coming in lethal. And so I said, man, my name's Lex Lethal, man. That's who I am. And so
Yeah.
I'm a villain to this rap game, and I bring that, dude. I bring
Got
that.
a ring to it, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
villain of the rap game. I don't know if you saw my post on Snapchat like a couple weeks ago or something like that, where I was just like, hey, if any of you guys are Superman, I gotta let you know, I know a guy named Lex Lethal, and I also know a DJ Kryptonita. So I was like, hey, so you guys better not mess with me.
Yeah, dude.
One of you Clark Kent guys out there thinking you're gonna pull some stuff, man. Like, I got the connections here.
Unfortunately,
It finna fucking happen.
yeah, straight up. Straight
Run that
up.
motherfucker in the ground.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, bro, I probably haven't seen any of your posts on Snapchat because
no,
for
that's
some
okay. You
reason my
haven't
Snapchat is like every time I log on my phone, it deletes the account.
No, you're fine,
So
man.
it's whack. But anyways.
That's like, yeah, I don't know. All these
Wi-Fi
apps
live
are
right
getting
now.
glitchy these days.
Yeah, bro, straight
kinda
up.
crazy.
Lose my, yeah.
Kinda crazy, I swear.
Yeah.
Then they'll like freeze up and they'll do weird stuff.
I know, bro.
So-
Especially Facebook. Facebook's one of the most whack ones.
Yeah, I don't even really get on Facebook that much
me
anymore.
neither, bro. Facebook and Twitter's whack, bro. Instagram and Snapchat's all I need. Straight up.
Yeah, and I mean even those aren't perfect, but they're better.
I'm saying they got a better platform set up, so that's for sure.
I swear that they're like hiring these kids right out of college or something because they think, oh, they know what's up or whatever, and then they like have them designing everything, and they're in there like messing around with things and tweaking things up and just like I don't know, man. I think they're causing some problems.
Yeah, no kidding, bro. I believe it, bro. I'm with it. Like, yeah, they're probably not making things better. That's for sure.
No, yeah, they're trying. I swear, people like in the corporate world, like it's all about trying to justify their position. You know what I mean? And trying to like convince whoever's above them, convince them that they are needed.
Yeah,
like it's like so you get these young kids coming into these corporations. They're like, you old people, you don't understand. You need me to tell you what the young people want.
Straight up.
But they could just be BSing.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
bro. Exactly.
They haven't actually necessarily like lived it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem with some of the community, bros. And not a lot of them have lived it. Not a lot of them have been in it.
Yeah.
I do.
I know it's even down to like some of the shit that people write, So you hear some of these kids talking about toting guns and blasting shit, but
True.
they never lived in the hood once. They don't know nobody that's lived in the hood.
True that.
They ain't never been through that kind of shit. Like they ain't never had to sleep on the floor because their bed was too close to the windowsill and motherfuckers was doing drive-by shootings and shit, bro. Like that's the kind of crazy shit you grow up around, and when you rap about that, you best be about it. If you rapping about it, if you're talking about that shit, you best be about it. And a lot of these kids, they just not, Me, I feel like there's a couple bars, bro, like I say shit like I keep the Beretta on me, bro, because I'm trying to stay safe when I slide, you feel me? But like that's not a fucking false statement, bro. I carry a gun because I'm worried about other people with guns, bro. Like I don't know, if I ever need one, I'd rather have it, not not need it than need it and not have it. Like that's a pretty common saying. So
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I say some shit about that in my raps, but like I don't know. I don't talk about coming from the hood, bro, because I didn't, bro. I know a lot of people who did. I got a lot of close homeboys, bro, who came straight out of Chicago,
You're
Illinois,
not trying to be a poser.
Jersey, right, bro?
No
Like
way.
that's just not me,
Poser.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I've seen that shit firsthand, and I'd never act like I went through that because I didn't, bro. Like people who
Right.
went through that have a sentimental connection to it, and that's rough. So
But you've been, and like some of your lyrics and stuff, I can tell like you've been through a lot of other stuff, a lot of emotional stuff.
yeah,
A
don't
lot
get
of,
me
like, deep
wrong,
stuff.
bro. I've been through a bridge of my own. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just because I didn't grow up in the ghetto or the hood, you feel me? Like still, when I was a kid, my parents like they weren't too well. Like when I was a kid, my birth dad and my birth mom, they got divorced. I was like 2 or 3 years old, and then
Yeah.
my stepdad, he raised me until I was about 12.
Yeah.
And after that, like he still raised me, but like it was different because they got a divorce when I was 12 too. My mom's and my stepdad. So that shit was just rough. I had a lot of father figures growing up, and a lot of different people trying to tell me what right and wrong was. But to me, bro, like that's kind of what helped me figure out what right and wrong is. And I write a lot of songs about that shit because I know now that like between everybody's advice that I got in life, I know what right and wrong is these days. I'm a man of my own. I'm 22 years old. I figured this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out. That's like that was a broad statement, but like I've got a firm head on my shoulders. You know what I mean? Like I haven't lacked in a lot of departments. Like a lot of my father figures did, honestly.
To kind of paraphrase, and yeah, I mean you're not going to find people in like older generations and stuff aren't perfect too, but to paraphrase something you once said in one of your lyrics, like respect your elders, learn from those who came before you. Isn't that like you said something kind of along those lines, right?
Yeah, I actually did that with a song. I had that song with Della Rick, and unfortunately, me and Della Rick don't talk much anymore, and that's another one of those unfortunate things. It's very unfortunate. I still hope the best for him, just like my old music partner. Like I hope the best
Good
for
for
him,
you,
and I
man.
hope he's doing good things. But
Yeah.
it's just at this time in life, apparently we can't be friends, and that's okay too. Sometimes people got to split their ways for a minute and figure it all out. So like, I don't know, bro. Just know that I ain't got no beef with Della Rick. Me and him, like, we squashed that shit. It's stupid, bro. Like we're over it. We're acquaintances. We're both in the rap industry,
Nice.
and we're acquaintances. But
Yeah.
you know what? And I still love that song. It won't probably ever be to all platforms, and a lot of people might not ever know the bar that you're talking about, unfortunately, because I don't know if we'll ever drop it. But that was a good bar. I said, Learn from your elders before you. They got a lot of good shit to teach. Don't let it bore you. Snore blues, catch you by surprise. One day an average Joe, next day CEO of a Fortune 5 enterprise.
And you've got, seriously, and a lot of people have said this, you got bars, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Speaking of which, if I can just say this about Dillerick, when he introduced you at the old loading dock, it was so funny because he's like, you don't know this guy's name, but you really ought to, because he's got bars. Yeah. He's got bars. And then he didn't tell them your name.
Yeah, and then he forgot to tell them my name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was an experience to be part of. That was wild, dude. That was wild. And,
yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. That's why I hold no remorse. You know, that's why I'll never hold remorse, because we had our good times, bro. And like, I'm not gonna let the 3-4 days of bullshit that we had affect what we did have. You know, I still cherish those core memories, bro. We had some good times. Some funny shit where he forgot to announce me after some shit, you know. Like, it's just...
But he was talking you up, though. He was like, you really need to know this guy's name. But I'm not going to tell you. But you really need to know.
You got to know that. Yeah, that was a wild show.
Young Loser. So, how did you first get started in the whole, like rap? Like, we talked about your name. But what appealed to you about the scene?
So honestly, like, growing up throughout my entire life, you know, I've listened to like every type of music, you know. I've been around every single culture of music, and like, if not a lot of people know this, but I used to be actually in a band, and I used to play the lead guitar. And
nice.
I really enjoy every type of music, but rap is what really clicked for me. I like doing wordplay, you know. I like making people think like twice about what I say.
Yeah. Because
what I say, it might come off a certain way, but there's a different meaning behind it. And like, the more you listen to it, or even the first time you listen to it, you're like, oh damn, like all right. Mm-hmm. Like, in one of my songs, I got POS or POW is honestly which way you wanna view. And the reason I said that is because, like, with all the shit going on in the world today, like the war with Ukraine and everything, like, so the reason I say POS is because, like, I'm meaning like prisoner of war, or POS, like piece of shit. Yeah. So it's like, honestly, which way you want to view, and it's honestly which, like, side you're on, and which how you've been raised, and that goes with a lot of different things, not just war. So that's why I put that in there.
Wouldn't it be nice if, like, people could actually just sit down and talk things out, whether you're talking about a global level or whether you're talking about like a personal level or whatever? Like, it seems like there's a skill set or something that's lacking in today's world. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, everyone just wants to fight and everything.
There is a huge skill set lacking in today's world, especially in Gen Z, bro. Like, you look at Gen Z, and I mean, like, I don't know, bro. Like, to me, bro, me and Loser, like, we're the type of cats that have a pretty good head on our shoulders, bro. Loser works a fucking full-time job as a framer every day. I do footings and foundation. I work full-time every day. Mm-hmm. We grind for what we want, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these Gen Z kids, they're hoping surely on rapping, bro, which you can't do. You need to have a grind that pays your bills and keeps a roof over your head before you can follow your dreams, bro, because your dreams will come. Like, if you're passionate about what you do in life, anything is possible, bro. And I truly fucking believe that. I'm not famous yet, and I still truly believe I will become famous because I believe that I'm going to be famous. I'm willing to put in the work to get famous.
Yeah, you've got the talent.
Yeah, people tell me I've got the bars. Like, I don't know, you know? Like, this is just what we do, and, like, I don't know. You can't win every single scenario in life, but you can fucking just get up, go to work, dude. Like, I don't know. If you're working every day, you're digging yourself out of any hole that you're in, any situation that you're in, like, you're digging yourself out of it. If you're just bumming on your fucking couch every damn day like a couch potato, you don't give a fuck about a job, getting money from your parents, like, straight the fuck up. Don't be doing that shit. It's problems with Generation Z, bro. Like, I don't know.
One thing I gotta say, though, is God bless America, because here we at least have a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Like, how many
That's
kids have
true.
been born in some third world nation where they starved to death by the age of 10, and they would have been the world's greatest whatever, you know,
See,
Nobel Prize winner or
yeah.
something, if they had a shot. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Right,
wild. Yeah,
absolutely.
that's wild. Yeah, that's a wild aspect to look at because, and that's down to kids being lazy here too. Like, because those kids out there that die by 10 years old because of starvation and they don't have the right food sources and anything, they're fucking working every day. They put in work to try to get those things. They wake up as a 6-year-old kid at 6 in the morning, go hit the farms, and they work all day for 6 pennies an hour, like, you know, 6 cents an hour, 7 cents an hour. You're making some bonk money, but they're doing it every day so they can try to get that food on the table, and they still die, bro. And then you
There's
got
like-
kids, bro,
yeah.
that just, like, I don't know, even 18 years old, still living with their parents, no job, no, they don't want to get, like, I don't know, you know, like,
Just want everything
you gotta
fucking handed to
yeah,
them on a
straight
silver
up. You
platter,
just,
bro.
You just
Straight
eating on your
up.
mama's food and shit, like, you
They
can't
got
do
the
that.
mama's titty still in their mouth.
I'm
bro.
saying, bro, like me, bro, I don't know, a lot of people, some people know this, some people don't. I'm about to be a father.
Hey, congratulations.
I'm having a
Congratulations.
kid, and like, I don't know, dude, it scares me because of that fact. Like, there's a lot of corruption in,
And you don't know this, but I just found that out earlier today.
Really?
But I didn't know
Earlier
it was public or not, but yeah.
yeah, well, that's public now, man. Yeah,
A mutual friend of ours messaged me and included that in the message, like mentioned that or whatever.
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to know yet or not. So
Yeah, no, you're all good, bro.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, me and my girlfriend are expecting, and, you know, like, I don't know, bro. A lot of things changed for me when I figured out my girlfriend was pregnant, dude. Like, I thought a lot about these things in specific, bro. Like, how I want to raise my kid to not be like that, not be so dependent on me, even. Like, and I won't do that in a neglectful way by any means, but I
Right.
don't want my kid to be 18 and still depend on me so heavily that they have nothing figured out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, me, I hate to say this, but, like, I was kicked out of my mom's house when I was 17 years old, and I had to figure that shit out. And I did. Like, there's no... But for a year, bro, like, for a year, I was a bum. I didn't get a job. I just couch-hopped on my homie's house, like, and I relied on trying to sell some stuff I shouldn't have been selling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, I'm at a different point in my life, bro. I have a job. I work every day. I have a house that my dad owns. I pay rent there, you know. We all stay together there. And it's just, you know, like, life's become a lot more stable since that point in my life where I got kicked out because I was doing some dumb kid shit, you know? So,
Have you ever seen the movie? It's an old one. It might be before your time, but Remember the Titans?
remember the
Denzel
Titans?
Washington.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Remember the times
bro.
as an OG movie.
Yeah, that's OG.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Straight up,
yeah.
bro.
I remember when that first came out, there's a line in there where Denzel Washington tells this guy, is like another coach or something, who was like going really easy on some of the players and stuff just because he was like, I don't know. But I mean, it's a complicated storyline. But Denzel Washington says to him, he's like, hey, you're not being nice. You're crippling these kids. You're
Yeah.
crippling them for life.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a
Yeah.
true ass statement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You give them too much, they just depend too much, you know?
Yeah. Well, and you can't, like, I don't know, there's a certain point of not giving enough too. Like, there's definitely a certain point of not giving
Oh,
enough,
yeah,
and where
yeah.
you're just using too much brute force to try to make your kids not rely on you. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's where it gets. And I think that's kind of what he was referring to in that movie, almost, is
Yeah.
like, you know, like,
Because he loved the kids. He wanted them to succeed.
right.
He wanted to help them grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I mean?
right, and then well, and that's the thing, bro. Is like, I think that most of the people that take the other approach, where they're just angry and yelling and like, why the fuck are you doing it right? Like, blah 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 blah. Like, those guys want to see the best out of you too. They just don't know how to lay it. But it's not that, you know.
Because like that's how their parents taught
Right,
them. That's how
exactly,
their
bro.
parents
That's
laid
what
it into them.
happened, bro. Their parents straight up like laid it into their head that that's what was right. You know, some people can break that cycle, some people just don't.
You get sometimes some like different extremes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And yeah, it's really weird how like it does go through, like you say, the cycle. You know, like it goes from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Because what you learn as a kid like especially up to the age of 6, I've heard like that can really be imprinted on you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and dude, you're gonna be a great father. I want you to know that, man. Like,
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro.
I know you are, man. Like you're passionate and you got the love in the heart, man.
You
You're
know
a good
what?
guy.
Down to my 5 father figures that I happen to have in life, bro. Like I learned exactly what I don't want to do. You know, I learned a lot of good things from some of them too, but I definitely with having 5 father figures, I learned exactly what not to do. You know, like this is what I don't want to do. And like, so I don't know. That's really helpful for me too, bro. You know, like I've learned a lot in life, and I think that I'll be able to help my kid learn a lot too. You know, and hopefully they're not as dumb as their dad. Hopefully they graduate high school. That's all I can hope for.
Okay, so when you were younger, then, like, when you had all this stuff going on and different father figures and everything else, like, did you turn to music, different genres of music and stuff? Like, did that kind of help you through it?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, much like Loser X, I was in a band before. Like, I played instruments growing up. I was a lead guitarist before. I played bass for a band for a little while. I was a drummer for another band for a little while. Like, I did a lot of music stuff, but through all of those things, I would go to band practice, dude, and then I'd go out to my car, and guess what? I'd put on rap music. I wasn't putting on no rock music. I wasn't listening to the shit that we just recorded in the studio. I was listening to other people's rap music because that's what I was so passionate about. I loved the way that any metaphorical rappers could just make metaphors make sense. Like, it's so wild to me sometimes to hear rappers use different metaphors. Like, you know, it's crazy.
There's no end to how clever some of these people can be.
No,
like,
no,
you have
no,
to listen,
absolutely not. Like,
the 100th time you've listened to a song, then you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like Action Bronson, bro. I don't know. You probably heard of him. He's a famous rapper. But Action Bronson has this one bar where he says something about Dunlop. His flow's nuns twat, bro. Which, like, literally he said, like, if nuns twat, okay? And we're talking about nuns pussy here. Let's break this down, bro. Nuns pussy is virgin pussy. His flow's tight as fuck, bro. He said his flow's nuns twat. That's so, like, that's so intense, bro. The normal brain might not even think about that, bro. But me, as a rapper, I was like, oh, that was so fire, bro. Like, no way he just came up with that. Like, that's insane.
Does that have anything to do with why when the Game just recently did a rap diss on Eminem, and he mentions in there something about like 99 nuns that listen to you or something like that? Like, I don't know if you've heard his diss.
I didn't listen to it yet.
Yeah, you've probably heard.
Right.
Yeah, I heard it. The Game dropped a diss on Eminem.
Yes.
Huh? That's wild.
I feel like that was, I mean, fuck, man. Everybody know who the fuck Eminem is, right?
Right.
Like, and I don't want to like be that dude to talk his shit on MGK or anything, because he's fucking talented as fuck.
Right.
But ever since MGK dropped that diss track on Eminem, he started doing rock again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I'm saying.
completely dropped rap.
I'm saying.
So if that doesn't say something in itself, like,
Right.
and I am not talking shit here by any means. I'm just looking at the actions of what happens if you attack the GOAT.
If you go after Eminem, well, if he comes back at you, which I don't know if he will with the Game, because the Game's fairly small relatively. He's got like a couple million you know, followers and stuff, but
it's almost not worth his time to come back at him.
Right.
No, but that was how MGK was too, bro.
saying, bro,
MGK
like,
was in the same boat.
it's called the disc is called the Black Slim Shady.
Yeah,
Black
that's
Slim
what it's
Shady.
called.
This interview, we're gonna be watching this like a year from now, seeing how it played out, and be like, oh, we were talking about that.
I know, but what, like, dude, I just don't understand why rappers drop disses these days, bro. Like, I don't want the static, bro. Like, I personally thought about dropping the diss on some people, like, and I didn't. Like, I thought about it, and I was like, fuck that, dude. Like, I don't know, why would I want that kind of static? You know?
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
Bring the smoke,
absolutely,
bro.
man.
I'm saying for
It's,
what?
That's
for
what
for that attention.
I'm saying that's all it's for, bro. Like,
It's just for
media,
that-
bro.
it's just
It's
for that
media,
glamour,
bro.
bro. It's for that
like,
glamour,
I
bro.
feel like beef is all planned out, like famous beef, bro. Like that, he probably hit up Eminem, bro, and was like, "I'm gonna drop a diss on you, bro. And we're gonna get some media right now, like, because, like,
I'll
dude,
help you
on
write the
God,
response.
straight up, bro. Like, I mean, if you think about it, bro, like these guys, they're just getting media off that shit, like just straight media. Like everybody's posting them, everybody loves this. All of a sudden, they see Game dropped a diss on Eminem, bro. Anybody, like, if I put out that I dropped a diss on Eminem right now, guess what? It might go viral, bro, because I just literally put in the title, diss on Eminem. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You'd
like,
have people commenting one way or the other. You'd have
right, people would be
yeah.
hating on me, like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Or, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not
if
even
it's-
in that. You're not even in that league, bro.
Yeah, you're
Get
not
the
even
fuck
in that
outta
league.
here.
Look at you with your 20 subscribers.
That would be awesome, dude. Do it.
I'm saying I'm ready for him to call me out with my subscribers, dude. I love it, bro.
You
I
know
love
what?
it.
It's kind of like the difference. Like there's real beef, and then there's. I think sometimes they're just trying to test themselves to see.
Yeah, straight.
You know.
Yeah.
And then I mean you've probably got some planned out stuff because I mean it's sort of like just by analogy you've got like professional wrestling on the one hand.
Yeah, straight
where,
out, dude.
where
WWE straight fake, bro.
They diss each other, but you know they're all just like going out to eat afterwards.
Seen
and
Logan
stuff,
Paul's
or-
on WWE now.
Yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
bro, hell yeah, dude.
Hey, man's killing it though, bro. Like I swear to God, though, I'm gonna say this respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who fails at boxing or the UFC goes to the WWE, and that's a
Sure.
fucking fact.
But they start to get a little too
Chuck
old.
Liddell, bro. Who was the
Chuck
other guy?
Liddell did?
Who's
Yeah,
the other
fuck
guy
yeah,
who's got?
Chuck Liddell did. Hell
Who's
yeah,
the guy
he
who's
did.
got that big sword tatted on his?
That's Chuck Liddell.
No,
Not Chuck Liddell. That's
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
No, that
Brock
is my
Lesnar,
bag
bro.
completely, bro. Hey, long
Yeah.
night.
I thought it was Chuck Liddell too for a minute.
No, Chuck Liddell's Iceman.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
he
No, he's still
respectfully.
doing it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still with that shit.
He's still with
Brock
it.
Lesnar, when he was in the WWE, though, they made him pretty much invincible at first.
Oh yeah,
Like,
straight up. He won every fight, bro. Every single fight.
Yeah, he beat the Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
On like Halloween or whatever it was when they would do their their thing that he was like supposedly never lost,
Mm-hmm.
and like they had him beat him and everything. But the thing is that I like about UFC though is that they can talk all the trash they want, but at the end of the
They
day,
hug it out.
yeah. And then you can also see, like, in the actual competition, they have a chance to prove themselves. Whereas with rap, it's subjective because you're going to have some people saying, no, my guy won, But when it comes to, like, actual, like, that's why people, I think, like Ultimate Fighting is because there's no room for, like,
No room for decision. Like you either won or you lost. Yeah. Like
it's like you bring your all or you fucking lose. And
even if it comes to split decision, bro, like you still look at it, bro, and they racked up the points right. Like every single punch is, they racked them all up right. Like I don't know. You can go back over and watch fights, and most of them, no, they're done right.
Do you guys remember? Okay, because I witnessed kind of like the evolution of UFC. Because back at the beginning there was like Ken Shamrock,
Yeah.
and there was like all these people, and they were like,
Oh, back when they didn't have weight classes.
yeah, even before
Yeah.
they had weight classes.
Yeah, straight up, dude. Yeah, and they'd put. I remember. It might be the guy you're talking about, but he was a big old black guy, dude. He was like 300 pounds or something. He was a big guy, and then there was this small Asian guy, dude. He was like
Oh,
120 pounds, bro. And
Yeah.
he kicked that guy's ass, bro. He kicked his fucking ass. He knocked him out the whole night, bro.
Oh
like
my gosh. Was
this
that-
guy fell to the ground, and then he couldn't get up. You know,
Was that the
like
one where he was like
he was
elbowing him
boxer.
while he was on the ground or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild,
was-
bro.
that-
Boom, boom,
That was
boom.
Big Daddy Goodrich.
Yeah,
Was
dude,
was
that guy was a
guy?
pimp, though, dude. You
All-
watch him. I watched
all
him fight a
comes
couple
down to
times.
skill, bro.
He's a boxer, bro.
It's all
Like,
skill.
yeah. Well, that's the problem, dude. The second the Asian guy got homeboy to the ground, bro, like it was over. Like homeboy was done. Like he.
The very first UFC, they had someone representing sumo, and that guy went down in 8 seconds because.
Yeah, I
it's
bet.
like-
Hey, bam, take one punch, bro. You're used to getting thrown around, not punched around.
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah. That's why, like,
Glass chin,
I'm
bro.
saying.
Glass chin.
all these people got a wake up call really fast that they needed to learn how to wrestle and grapple. So, and that's where how mixed martial arts was born because you can be good at like you can be a black belt, 10th degree or whatever in karate, but if you don't know how to get down on the ground and fight,
Yeah, you gotta
then you're
be
gonna be in
strong
trouble.
in jits and strong in other aspects for sure. And those things will help you in life too, bro. Like honestly, if you've ever taken jiu-jitsu or anything like that, any martial art, like
discipline.
oh, it's insane. Like
Teaches
it's
you,
insane.
Like, hella fucking self-respect. And,
Oh
like,
yeah,
what your
bro.
body can do.
Well, and like, dude, like, you'll find yourself learning how to fight and defend yourself, but you won't want to fight anymore. You don't want to fight people unless you absolutely have to. You know,
Yeah.
like you're at
Because
one.
you
with
don't got to
yourself.
prove anything. You
No,
already know.
you know what the fuck. Yeah, you could. Like, if somebody starts talking shit, bro, all you gotta think is like, dude, I could literally tie you in a knot in like 30 seconds, bro, and you'll be done for. Like, you'll be done for.
And that's
Or I
why-
could just
yeah.
walk away, and my time would be.
That's why, I'll bet you that when Eminem first found out that the game dissed him, he was probably like, well, I'm gonna finish my dinner and I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe tomorrow I'll take a look at it or something, you know, because it didn't matter to him. I'm sure. Like he wasn't like, oh no, shoot, what are people gonna think?
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I
oh no, I gotta get on the internet now
mean? Yeah.
and tell them.
And on top of that, Eminem, he never gave a shit, bro.
Bro, he don't care, bro. Anybody could diss Eminem, bro. Dude, Eminem has some of the most fire diss tracks ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, most people today, in today's day and age, like most kids, they'll be like, Rap Devil, or is that what it's called, dude? Or,
What
was his one
Machine
against
Gun
MGK,
Kelly?
bro? Yeah, what was it called? It was
I think
Kill Shot.
Yeah, Kill Shot.
Kill Shot, bro. Like, kids today would think that's his only diss, bro. But you go back in the day, it's like, dude.
Kill Shot was Eminem's response, but it was rap because Eminem had Rap God,
Right.
And so then MGK did Rap Devil, right? I think you had
Yeah,
it right.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the Rap Devil, and then when Eminem shot the response with the Kill Shot, dude, like, the kids these days, they thought that was Eminem's first diss track response, bro. Like, our first diss track in general, bro. And I'm like, dude, you go back in the day, bro, like, he's got some of the craziest diss tracks, like Nail in the Coffin, bro.
Yeah.
That's a diss track, dude, and nobody would even know because it's not labeled diss track. It's not like anybody would really know, bro. But you go in there, he's talking about Whitey Ford and fucking who the fuck else, bro? But these old ass motherfuckers that were just like, he's dissing them straight up, and it's like, old ass men weren't meant to rap. And that's so, like, it's just wild, bro. It's like, I'm put the nail in the coffin, like,
Fuck you.
this is what it is, yeah, bro. Fuck.
Well,
Bitch has already got one foot in the grave.
Straight up, bro.
Well, and the thing is too that like people like Eminem, back in the day when he was just a kid, he was like he was, you know, freestyle battling and all that stuff against people, and I mean he's not new to this whole diss game.
No, and dude, Eminem will actually admit to you too that, like, back in the day when he would do all those freestyle rapping and shit, like, he would just say shit really, really fast, and he wouldn't even know what the hell he was saying. He was like, for the first little bit, he's like, people really like the fact that I could rap fast as hell. So I would just go on there and say shit really fucking fast. And I wouldn't even know what the hell I was talking about. They wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about, but they liked it. They liked that I was going fast. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they fucked with that. So, like, yeah, for a while, they're like, he just said shit that didn't make sense, literally. And he got fucking famous off that.
I have a friend that worked at Taco Bell. This was like years ago, but you know how you can't really, it's a little bit raspy when you're going through the drive-thru and you hear them come on. They're like, you know, thank you for choosing Taco Bell, you know, order whenever you're ready or whatever. But he would get on and he'd say really fast, fuck you for choosing Taco Bell. Fuck you for choosing Taco Bell. Order when you're ready.
Fuck you for choosing Taco Bell. Order when you're ready. That's really funny, actually. Yeah. That's classic, dude. Fuck you for choosing Taco Bell.
Oh man. Okay. On that note, real quick, what are some of your favorite influences, or like in terms of other musical artists that, like, growing up and stuff, your influences?
All right, bro. Well, I'm gonna be real. Like, growing up, I was on Eminem, bro. Basic white boy shit. Like, obviously, I loved Eminem. He was very lyrical. He was a genius, bro. Like, what he said was,
he's a poet.
He's a fucking poet, and he's insane with his shit. When I got a little bit older, dude, I got into some crazy rappers. I like Action Bronson very heavily. Aesop Rock, dude, he's fucking fire. He's insane. Dude, Jules just put me back up on him the other day. Like, I used to be up on him, but I didn't listen to his shit for a long time. And then I went to Jules' studio, bro, and he was playing that shit. I was like, yo, that's fucking fire.
Yeah, and he's not even a big rap fan in general.
Yeah, no, not a huge rap fan, but, you know, he'll tell you when shit's fire. Like, that guy's fire.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I had some other good influencers, bro, just like basic people, bro. I like 50 Cent, bro. He was always good, bro, what he did. But over 50 Cent, bro, I like Lloyd Banks a lot, bro. Lloyd Banks from G Unit is fucking fire. He's one of the most underrated artists in G Unit. A lot of people probably don't even know his name. I don't know if you know his name. I don't know if you know his name. Lloyd Banks is fucking heat, though, bro. Like,
I haven't. But
that's my dog, bro. And he's very underrated. Like, I bought a ticket to go to his show here, and he didn't show up because enough tickets didn't even sell here.
Oh, man.
Like, they didn't even sell like they were supposed to, so he didn't even come. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, he's just very underrated, but he's so good, bro. He's super fire. You know, like, I got a lot of dope influences, dude, even down to, like, Suicide Boys and people like Josiah and people that scream and shit, bro. Like, I fuck with that shit, too. Like, I love all vibes of this culture that we're in, of the rap scene, bro. Like, it's super fire. I love going to concerts and jumping and moshing and getting crazy with the rappers. I also love going to rappers that are more mellow, like some Rush shit, you know? Like, I'll go vibe on that all day long. Like, I don't know. It depends, bro. But, like, for me, bro, like, almost everybody was like, if you name a rapper, they was probably an influence for me growing up, bro, because I loved rap and I was so on it. Like, I listened to everybody. Deltron 3030, bro. This man is wild, bro. I almost guarantee y'all haven't heard of him, bro. He's fucking heat. Deltron 3030, bro. Get at him. So dope, bro. But, you know, these guys are all just guys that tell stories kind of like myself. You know, I feel like I tell a lot of stories with my music and where my albums go. So, like, I don't know. These guys do the same. And, you know, Mac Miller, bro. Mac Miller's dope. Fortunately, he passed away a little too early, you know what I'm saying? But, dude, I be on some Mac Miller shit that nobody even knows about, too. Like, that's the kind of shit I usually listen to, and that's my biggest influencers. Like, these people, like, a lot of these songs, bro, they're low time songs, and some of the shit they released really early on are like just not as popping, bro. It's more of a gutter kind of track, not as popping off. Like, it wasn't mainstream radio material. But I don't know, now that, like, fuck, I can't forget what I was even talking about.
You were talking about like some of your influencers, like, and you mentioned Mac Miller. I mean, that's really sad that you know.
Yeah.
But,
you know, drugs are fucked up, dude. If you get famous, dude, don't let that drug shit take over your life, bro. Do not, like, smoke weed, bro. Smoke weed. This shit grows on a plant, bro. It's natural. It's legal in multiple states. It's literally proven to be a medicine. Smoke fucking weed. It's literally your dom if you do that.
Some of that harder stuff, it hijacks your pleasure center in your brain. So, like, the stuff that's supposed to bring you pleasure in life, like, you know, talking with people, just like succeeding, doing things, whatever, it just like hijacks that, and then people lose their motivation to do the regular things that are supposed to make them happy. You know
Straight out.
Breaks relationships. It does all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely,
people choose
bro.
the drugs.
Well, dude, I've known multiple drug addicts, bro, that'll straight tell you, like, when I'm on drugs, bro, like, I look at you as any way to get my next fucking fix. Like, straight up, I'm trying to get my next batch of drugs. Like, how can you help me do that? Whether you're driving me with it, or whether you're gonna borrow me the money, whether I'm gonna steal something from you to fucking pawn it. Like, these are how they look at you, bro. As a fucking pothead, I've never done something like that. I would never go over to somebody's house and be looking at their shit to steal, to go pawn it, to buy a bag of weed. I would never, ever, like, just look at these people like, oh, like, I bet you're gonna be my ride to get my next bag of weed. Thank God you fucking showed up. Like, it's just not like that with weed, bro. Like, I don't know. I hate to be that guy. Weed's still addictive, bro. Don't fucking get that wrong, too, because weed is addictive, and I will fucking fight for that, bro. If I had to quit weed right now, I'd be pissed. But, like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? But at the same time, bro, like, I ain't going through the type of withdrawals that heroin's gonna put me through, or meth, or any of that shit,
People
bro.
become a slave.
A straight slave to it. Yeah, straight slave to it, bro. I mean, motherfuckers who ain't gay will go suck a dick to get some crack. Like, motherfucker, you ain't gay, and you literally sucking a dick, something that's unenjoyable for you, to get that thing that's so enjoyable. Like, it's not, bro. It's fucking
sad.
Literally not. It's sad. It really is. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Really
And
sad.
Utah is fucking really bad. Utah's so bad, bro. We have such a high death rate from ODs every year. It's fucking terrible. It's so terrible.
Yeah.
We need to fix that shit. You kids, impossible to OD on marijuana. Back to marijuana real quick. It's impossible to OD on the shit, bro. It's impossible.
Yeah, man. Oh, gosh. Okay, so when do you have anything else coming out? Is it stuff you're going to release?
Dude, so,
anything lined up?
The shit with ASIC, I hope that me and him will release that
Shout
soon.
out ASIC,
ASIC
Tony.
official. Get at him. ASIC_official on everything. He's so fire, bro. It's my man's right there. Hopefully, me and Loser will be dropping our track.
Yes, sir.
No time soon. That'll be a fucking fire drop. I hope to God we can get that done soon. But, you know, as of right now, I don't have any shows booked. This one was really freaking stressful for me, dude. Like, trying to sell tickets and trying to get everything done while
You had a good show out.
Dude, I really feel like I killed it, bro. And this was actually one of my best shows, and I'm glad that it turned out how it did. With that being said, like, I got a kid on the way, dude, and, like, I don't know, the next 9 months of my life are gonna fucking be rough. Like, I got a lot to prepare for. I got a lot to pay for. I mean,
A lot to think about.
it's incentivizing for me to keep doing music at the same time, but at the same time, I need to step away a little bit and take a breather for the...
You gotta have a foundation to build a house.
For my kid, right, dude. Exactly, bro. Like... Yeah, you can't build a house without a foundation, bro. Like, that's where all your strength is. That's where everything is. So, I don't know.
And by the way, ASIC is performing the same stage that you were just barely on in a week.
And catch me here. Catch me
Yes.
here. Me and ASIC will be performing together in a week.
Awesome.
The 27th, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Is that
27th.
correct? 27th. Pull out, dude, because that's going to be a crazy one. I'm going to be performing with ASIC. And then,
Fantastic.
you know, I'm probably going to pick up some featuring shows. Like, if people want me to come do their tracks with them for the next 9 months, I probably will, bro. But to be honest, I don't know that I'll book my own show for the next 9 months. I'm going to really get prepared to have a kid. And that's what I'm going to do. I got to do
Good
my
for you.
dad shit, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Absolutely, man.
Respectfully.
Absolutely.
With that being said,
Okay, man. Hey,
much
great
love
talking
to
with
you, Ryan.
Much
Thank
love
you
to
for
you.
doing the interview, bro. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Get at me, Lex Lethal Music on all platforms.
Lex Lethal.
Love y'all.
Bam.